Can you hear him?
No, because he's muted.
I muted myself. I should do it all over again. God damn.
Okay, I didn't know if I was.
Okay.
That's the
okay.
intro.
Let's do that. Let's try that again.
Get therapy.
I'm not reading. What's up, Wikimaniacs? I'm back. And welcome to another Monday Reddit Readings episode. It is I, your punny Pinoy John, hosting today, and I am joined, as usual, by my brothers, Josh and Sean. What's up, fellas?
John's back. John's back. John's back.
John's back.
Woo.
It's good to be back. I missed you, boys.
We missed you too. We had Ringo fill in for you.
I'm pretty sure she did a way better job than I ever will.
Yeah, I think we could all agree to that.
How many big stretches did Ringo do during that episode?
Quite a few. Quite a few licks as well.
A little bit of a fight.
Yeah, they like to fight at least once an episode, I think.
I did see Artie and Ringo interact.
They're pretty good. They do fight sometimes. I think
Okay.
it's mostly playing, but
Yeah.
Ringo is also way bigger than Artie. But it is funny to watch Ringo beat up Artie and then Artie charge at Ringo. I'm like, what are you doing? You're asking for it at this point. Come on.
I guess we're doing pet updates. As of when this episode comes out, Chloe is officially done with chemotherapy.
Woo!
Hell yeah.
The old girl did it. She's a fucking trooper, bro. By like the third session, the doctors were like, she a tough old lady. I'm like, you damn right. That's our baby girl.
Hell yeah. Shout out to Chloe.
Chloe's the
Oh yeah,
best.
Chloe.
Even though she don't fuck with me. So, all right. Well, before we get into today's episode, Wikimaniacs, don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow us everywhere. And based on our goals, Sean's mom's goals, 1 million subscribers
By when?
by next week.
Jesus Christ. Why do you set goals for yourself? That's going to disappoint.
Well, I'm going to be disappointed for the next 4 years. Why the fuck not?
30,000 was crazy to ask for next week. 1 million.
Y'all can do it, people. I believe in you.
All right.
And if you want this episode ad-free, along with some bonus story and a ton of other features like early access, extra episode, and last month, if you're a rich, Josh and Sean played Jackbox games with Wikimaniacs.
We did. Yeah, it was fun.
We didn't figure out the sound. Guys, if you know how to do that, let us know. We're over 30.
We're not
having problems.
We're not good streamers. We're not bad streamers.
We're trying.
We're just
somewhere in the middle.
there.
Which I think we're going to do we're going to do more streams, I think.
Yes.
And we probably
Yes.
already have done a stream, I think. Now that this episode's out.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
But yeah, if you want all those, you can head on over to patreon.com/cultivate podcast network or be a YouTube member. Of course, link are on the show notes. And this month only, Wikimaniacs, merch. Gotta rock them. If you want it, act fast. Sean is ruthless when it comes to it. Sean, where can I find the merch, buddy?
Reddit on wikishop.com.
Say it one more time for us, buddy.
Wikishop.com.
One more time.
I feel like I'm not liking all this demanding.
Do it again.
I feel like Zoolander. Yeah, that's exactly how I feel like. Yeah. Reddit on wikishop.com.
Wow. Thanks, buddy.
Thanks.
That was really good, Sean. Thank you. We appreciate it.
I do
But,
what I can.
boys, ready to hop on some stories today?
I am ready.
Shut the fuck up, Josh. That was horrible. I'm going to walk out of that. Thank you, Sean.
Oh. One of those shirts coming, you guys.
That was rough. That was rough.
Had that one in the chamber for a year and a half.
Did you?
And you thought about that for a year and a half, and you still thought, this is the time.
It was the only thing on the drawing board for that year and a half.
That's fair.
Anyways, I don't even know how to get past that. All right. First story of the day. This one is posted by Too Poor for Patreon. Actually, cross-posted by Too Poor for Patreon.
Get with it.
That's right. I put it on the main because you're too poor for Patreon. All right. And
Guy
this
like
one,
me would have just put it on Patreon.
Yeah, Sean would have done that.
you actually did. You actually did one time.
And I will
You
continue.
Yeah.
to do that.
And this one is cross-posted from r/Today I Fucked Up. The title is, This is a small Today I Fucked Up, but a fuck up nonetheless.
Okay.
All right, let's get to it. I'm in a situationship with my on-again and off-again boyfriend. This time around, we decided to take things slow and be friends. As it turns out, we are best friends and getting along great. Yesterday, after work, he came by to take care of me because I wasn't feeling well.
I gotta
He made me
say, I'm so like, they're like, we're in a situationship, my boyfriend, but also just my friend. It's like, what are you? One label. Come on.
I can't keep up with all the labels.
Yeah.
He made me dinner and we laid in bed watching TV. I finally started to feel better and asked if he wanted a back rub as a reward for doting on me the last few days. He enthusiastically agreed. I just treated myself to new lotion from Bath & Body Works, so I grabbed the bottles and had him smell them to pick his favorite. It was dark. The only light was from the TV. I slathered him with a lotion thick because it smelled so good.
Oh no.
Gave him an amazing back rub, and we both fell asleep.
It's gonna be like Nair or some shit.
This morning at 6 a.m., he woke up realizing he fell asleep at my place and was late for work. Not wanting to wake me up, he got up and threw on clothes in the dark and left. A side note, he is a foreman for a large tree company. He works with a bunch of dudes and they are all manly and will tease each other endlessly. That's how we tease Sean all the time. When I finally woke up, I was confused because
casually.
I missed you, buddy. I couldn't do it for a week, all right?
It was nice. It was a good time.
That kind of hurts.
I'm just kidding, brother. How does it feel?
That was more painful than Josh's whatever the fuck he tried to do earlier.
Nice.
My apologies.
I'm no longer the worst part of the episode.
Never have been, brother. Never have been. We're all equally terrible.
When I finally woke up, I was confused because it looked like my hands were covered in gold sparkly paint. I finally figured it out that for some reason, the lotion had thick gold glitter in it.
Oh, he's gonna look like Edward Cullen at his job.
I text him to alert him that he was covered in very noticeable glitter, but I was too late. The boys have already noticed. It's 2 hours into his workday, and the teasing has only just begun. He messaged me back that this probably makes us official, as the crew will never let him live this down, and I've officially marked my territory.
You did this on purpose, just to get one label. I knew it.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, this is the only way I'll get him to either commit or leave. Oh, man. Yeah, I just imagine them role-playing the forest scene from Twilight.
Say it, Bella. You're impossibly fast.
I've never watched Twilight. Holy shit.
It's so...
I was going to say,
it's a movie.
it sounds like Sean's favorite hate watch.
Yeah, it's up there.
Yeah.
Hopping Otter Ears commented, they're teasing him, but they're also wishing they got slippery back rubs in the dark.
True. Yeah,
Mm.
they're just jealous.
I fuck with a slippery back rub in the dark heavy.
They all wish they were vampires.
Hell yeah. And then IDK, It's All Taken FML commented, as a guy that worked in construction for 15 years, you are 100% correct. They all act tough and manly, but at the end of the day, they just want someone to treat them like that. Well, most of them, that is.
Yeah. I was gonna
Skin of
say.
a killer, Bella. Oh my god.
What's the
I'm gonna
Bella
watch that
Loca
tonight.
one?
Where the hell have
Hello,
you?
where the hell have you been,
There you
Loca?
That's not Edward, but that's such
Yeah.
a great line.
Jacob.
Wait, which one is the werewolf? Shark
Jacob.
Boy was?
Jacob.
Yeah, Shark Boy.
Okay.
That's
He's not
crazy.
even-
That's crazy that's what you know him from.
Shark
Yeah.
Boy? I mean, that was his breakout role.
I know. It's just, that's probably the last movie John's watched him in.
I mean, yeah, if he hasn't seen Twilight, I have to imagine the only movie he's seen him in is Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
Great movie, by the way.
This is what happens when you don't grow up with like a VHS or a DVD player. Couldn't watch anything.
Wait, Twilight isn't like.
I was gonna say
You could have watched that illegally online. I mean, it's not. Yeah, I don't think they had VHSs when Twilight came out.
I was in university, I think, when Twilight came out.
I also didn't have a TV for a long time.
That's fair. That's fair.
Or a laptop. This shit's expensive. All right, next story. This one is cross-posted by Golden Mocha 28 from r/boomers being fools.
Ooh, love that.
Do we love boomers being fools? I know we're not mentioning it, but I mean,
The lead paint stare.
Well, when they're being fools, it's fucking a lot of repercussions. But let's not talk about that. All right.
20 years.
The title.
Not talking about it.
The title of this story is Boomer Spills Milkshake Ends Up in Jail.
How the fuck?
Anything to get boomers in jail, I'm with. So.
Oh, shit. All right. Story goes as this. I was working at the drive-thru of McDonald's some years ago when a very irate boomer pulled up to the window. On the way home, he had spilled his milkshake and felt very strongly that this was somehow our fault and returned to demand recompense for this slight. I don't know if I pronounced that.
So he saw that lady sue McDonald's for
with
millions
of
dollars for the coffee and was like,
yeah.
That sounds too scary, but I can try this with a milkshake.
My milkshake.
Well, he just spilled it, right?
Yeah, he just spilled it and
because it was too cold to pick up.
My arthritis.
I need millions of dollars.
To clarify, he bought the milkshake, was handed it to him. He drove 20 minutes down the road,
Jesus,
spilled it in his car, then drove 20 minutes back to scream at us about it. And they put, "Somebody's going to pay for my car to get detailed, god damn it," he screamed. Well, sir, seeing as it is your car and you spilled the milkshake in it, that is going to be your problem.
Yep.
He insisted this was somehow our fault and we owed him money.
Bro, some people have nothing better to do with their fucking lives.
I mean, boomers. What the fuck could they do?
These are the same people that complain about participation medals. It's like, shut the fuck up.
By this point, my manager had arrived and told him, "Well, sir, we don't have any money to give you. Your vehicle and what you do to it isn't exactly our responsibility. However, we would be more than happy to give you another free milkshake."
That's already way more generous than I would have.
If I was a manager, I'm like, get the fuck out
Yeah.
of here.
I want a milkshake now.
That do sound good. "Well, you got a cash register right there, don't you?" And then they commented, "You're aware that that would be robbery, right?" "Well, I ain't moving until I get my fucking money. $100 right goddamn now."
How'd you get a quote to detail your car so quickly?
Yeah, where'd you get that from?
Sounds like he was running a scam from that jump.
Yeah. Not a good one, by the way.
Nope.
Let's make that clear.
He then proceeded to do exactly that. So we called the cops. Once they arrived, he attempted to scream at them and started a physical altercation. He ended up being arrested. His vehicle was towed and impounded. I don't know what his charges were exactly. The cops didn't tell us, obviously, probably just for the disturbances he created. But yeah, LOL. I once witnessed a boomer escalate a spilled milkshake into jail time.
It's so crazy that he couldn't just be like, "Yeah, I fucked up and spilled my milkshake. Can I get another one?" You know what I mean? Like, just to go in so hot and then to just escalate it to the point where you get fucking arrested. Like, take some fucking responsibility of your own actions. You know what I mean?
The fact that the managers, like you guys said, even offered to
Crazy.
switch it up.
Crazy. That's insane.
Driving 20 minutes to go home, spill it, and drive 20 minutes back. Boy, how much I need time like that.
People need to start being ashamed of themselves again.
Yes.
If you dropped your own milkshake, that's on you.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's you. You go home and then you're like, that fucking sucked.
Bring back America's Funniest Home Videos where we can laugh at people like this.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Did they stop showing that?
I think it still
Yeah,
exists.
it's got to be gone,
It's got
right?
to.
No, it can't be on still, right?
I don't know. I mean, Days of Our Lives is still running, right? Is it? I don't fucking know.
It says it has 35 seasons. It very well could be still open.
I think it's still
Holy.
going. Sundays, 6
Damn.
p.m.
Like new
Central on
episodes?
ABC.
It's a new host too, yeah.
Watch
Oh.
the funniest Halloween fail videos. So pretty.
Pretty recently. Then,
Sounds
okay.
Yeah.
All right. Never mind. What do I know?
Because you're in Canada, Josh, you wouldn't know what America's funniest videos are.
We had it up here too. That's how I knew what it
I'm
was.
fucking with you.
North America.
The Weirstra commented, my favorite thing about this one has got to be the smell of his car after he gets it to the impound lot days later. Doesn't help to cry about spilled milk shakes. That's way better than your joke, Josh. But I bet the rancid smell of his car after sitting in a hot parking lot with a bunch of milkshake will make him cry later. I will say, I did have that happen once. I accidentally spilled protein shake in my car. And for the longest time, I couldn't fucking determine what
That
the
shit
smell
smells
was.
nasty.
Oh my God. That was one of the worst experiences I've ever
Yeah,
Did you get your car detailed or something? How'd you get
I
it out?
had to. I had to. And I had to pay extra because how much it's.
Did they tell you like, oh yeah, that was protein?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, when
Yeah.
I was in college, I left half drank protein shake bottle in my car, and I forgot about it for so long. And I went to open it, and I was like, "Oh my! I gotta throw this out." It smelled so fucking bad. So I can only imagine what it smelled like in the car.
And it didn't help that I used to just. I didn't have like my first car, my AC didn't work, so I just rolled the windows down. So I'm like, oh, maybe it's just the outside smell, you know? Like, I didn't care much about it. I was like, damn, this
Maybe it's
fucking
just
city state,
California smell.
maybe. I was like, damn. And then when I finally got the AC fixed and I started using it, I'm like, what in the fuck? That shit hit me, bro.
So it was so bad you fixed your AC and then realized it was not indeed the outside world.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Oh man, I don't miss this.
See, what you should have done is driven to your AC guy and said, listen, it still fucking smells. I demand a free AC.
I should have. I should have done
Then
that.
you'd be in jail and we wouldn't have this podcast.
That's
so.
true.
Like you have a fucking cashier, don't you?
Let me yell at them for a little bit.
Oh shit. All right. Next story is cross-posted by one of our goats, Mary Gets 2011. And this one is posted on r/petty revenge.
Yes.
The title of this story
I
is
threw a milkshake at an old man.
Stay down, old man.
How many times we got to teach you?
The title of this story is Fight Granny with Granny.
I was not far off. That is shocking.
Milkshake battle with Granny.
Give them each a milkshake and see how long it takes for them to throw it at each other.
All right. Story goes as this. My next door neighbor is a huge Karen, but unfortunately, she's in her 60s or 70s. So, out of respect for my elders, I'm reluctant to stick up for myself. People go through a lot at the age, and she seems senile. She dumps debris into my garden, has an issue with me parking my car in my designated space because it blocks her view, and constantly knocks on my door complaining about noise that doesn't come from me. She dumps at least 4 cigarettes a day in my flower pot, and as you can imagine, she reeks of cigarettes, yet claims my garden and house smells weird. My step-grandmother came to stay recently, who's 82, and she's the sweetest little woman. Or, at least I thought. My neighbor was tossing all her head shavings into my garden, and when my grandmother saw it,
What's a
She
head
asked-
shavings?
was that?
Head shavings?
And when you shave your
Hedge.
head,
Oh, hedge. I was like, she shaved her head?
I also thought he said that, but I was just going along with it. I'm glad you asked.
Okay, understood. Hedge.
Okay, my neighbor was tossing all her hedge shavings into my garden, and when my grandmother saw it, she asked me instantly if I was going to let her get away with that. I said, obviously, she's an elder. I'm not going to argue with an old widow, and my grandmother stood up, gave me a scolder, then proceeded to march out the door and say something that started with, "Excuse me, sir," I went after her. Arthritis my ass. That little woman is fast as fuck. Originally, my neighbor tried to claim that it was my hedge trimmings and it dumped it over her garden and she was dumping it back. My grandmother immediately shut her down by telling her those hedge trimmings are clearly from her red tip. Ooh, I can't pronounce this. Photinia hedges. And my hedges are all boxwood. She told her not to tattletale like my neighbor was a 5-year-old and all I could do in the background was sassy snap my fingers to drive the point home. Because, period.
Hell yeah.
My grandmother drove it home by threatening to call the council and complain if she didn't pick up her hedge trimmings and she could pick up her jowls while she's down there.
Oh,
Whoa,
shit.
shit.
Grandma got some say.
She's going to call the council of elders on your ass. Get her.
Elder Scrolls. Yeah, dude. Dude, that grandma's a beast.
My friends have been dealing with this because they bought a house a couple of years ago and they live it with it. They have older neighbors and their one neighbor is very finicky about gardening to the point that she's finicky about their garden where she is constantly like pestering
Finicky?
them. No, pestering them. Being like, you have to do this to your gardens. You have to do this. And like not leaving them alone. They're like, we don't care. Like it's in our backyard. It's not touching her stuff. And she will just not leave it alone. And they're just like, we don't know what to do about this. It's like,
shut the fuck up. Leave me alone.
Shut your old ass up.
They're way nicer than that. But yeah, it's a problem for them.
I don't know why. That's always such a thing that I grew up with. They're always like, respect your elders. I'm like, but what if they don't respect me? Do I have to show it back? Because I will talk back to anybody.
Yeah.
I'll talk back to a toddler if they motherfucker talk back to me. I don't discriminate with age. You can get these hands and words and everything else.
Yeah, I think respect has to be given both ways, no matter how old you are.
Yeah. I don't give a shit if you're senile. It's your damn fault.
Okay, well.
I don't think so.
He says, I draw a line somewhere.
I don't. I'm crossing all of it. Oh, shit. All right. This next one is posted by Purple Fur Socks. That's a tongue twister for me. And this one is posted on r/off my chest.
Not true off my chest, though.
So it might not be a true story.
Yeah, this is fake.
I wonder if Purple Fur Socks is hard to say because we're Filipino.
I was going to say, it didn't sound
P's
like a
and the
hard one,
F's.
Purple fur socks? Is that what it is?
Purple fur. I give up.
The Filipino's coming out.
I'll say purple fur socks.
Yeah, there it is. There it is. That's what I was waiting for.
It's that F that's fucking me up.
It's a tricky one.
All right. The title of this one is I've been lying to my family for 25 years.
I actually wear pink fur socks.
Ooh.
Much easier to say.
Yeah.
It goes as this. I guess it's time for me to come clean. Not because I feel too bad for what I've been doing, but it's because it's possible my eldest son is onto me. I have 3 kids and a wonderful wife. And for more than 25 years, our family has loved doing puzzles together. Since we started, I've done something that may seem unsavory to people that don't understand the joy of putting in that final piece. To ensure it was always me, whenever we start a new puzzle, I take one of the pieces and hide it in a green sock that's at the bottom of my dresser.
You're the devil.
Diabolical.
You're the goddamn devil, actually.
This is not a You're the Asshole
No
episode,
one in
but
your family has-
damn it.
No one in your family has had the joy of doing that.
Completing a puzzle.
Holy. That's like you know those waffle cones with the chocolate nugget at the bottom?
Ooh.
That's like, you know what I'm talking about? Like the drumsticks?
Yeah.
That's like
Oh,
eating-
yes.
That's like eating the bottom of every drumstick in your household. Because that is the same thing.
Diabolical.
Same feeling.
I think I will fight?
No.
Oh, yes, for sure.
It's like the best part. You know how hard I had to work to eat the rest of that just to get to that bottom?
Exactly.
I mean, it's not that much hard work. It's delicious.
That's true.
But that's the best part.
It's hard
But
work
it is
after
the
you
best
eat
part.
like 6 or 7 of them.
Crazy that you're eating
Jesus.
6 or 7. That's wild.
I have a problem, guys.
Fair.
I can't stop.
He has
Whenever-
a problem, not enough drumsticks.
Not enough drumsticks. I gotta eat somehow. Whenever we get to the very end, we all, once again, lost a piece. We all search frantically until I'm the hero who finds it.
Okay,
Holy.
25 years of this, and they're like, damn, we lose a puzzle piece every time. And it's always Dad that finds it. Weird or no?
We don't call for divorce very often on this show.
Yeah, never actually.
Well, this past Sunday, we got to completion once again. Only this time.
You got to completion, which context is, don't clip that.
Yeah,
Nope,
sounds
we're clipping
insane.
that. You're in charge of clipping it, Josh, so
Fuck.
please do
So
it.
on family puzzle night, we came to completion.
You came to completion.
Whoa.
Only this time, there are 2 pieces missing.
Whoa.
We begin searching. It may be my imagination, but my eldest son gave me a look. It was a half smirk. I think he's on to me. Derek, if you're reading this, I have more patience than you do. I'll hold my peace forever if I need to.
What the fuck?
Find yours first, and let's end this madness.
You're raising a psychopath.
This is insane.
To go to this level to
Also,
ensure your kids never get the final piece is crazy.
it took your family 25 years to figure this out. That's truly wild.
I mean, how many puzzles are you doing?
I mean, enough to where they have puzzle nights. And
For
that's where this is
25
a thing.
Fair. Yeah, I didn't think about that.
Where
I
this
guess.
is a thing.
All right, there are 2 edits in this story. So the first one, edit. A fellow Reddit user private messaged me an incredible idea. I'm going to try and contact the manufacturer and order his missing piece.
This is insane.
I'm going to find it when it arrives, then find mine immediately after. I almost feel bad when I consider how truly confused he will be. I don't think he's found this thread yet because he hasn't approached me about it. So this could still work. I'm so excited. This will go down in family history. Checkmate.
No, wrong
And
game.
on to the final update. Well, folks, I've been duped. I got up this morning, went into the kitchen to get some coffee, and as I walked past the puzzle, I noticed that it had been completed.
Oh,
Got him.
love
All
it.
pieces accounted for. I calmly and politely knocked on Derek's door and asked him about it. He denied knowing anything about it, like super convincing. I went down back to my bedroom, confused as ever, and just sat in bed with a blank stare. My wife asked me what's wrong, and I told her that the puzzle was completed and I have no idea how it got done. She literally started laughing like a damn hyena. I've always known about your dumb green sock. I'm in shock. I'm numb, like a damn gut punch. So as it turns out, she's known what I've been doing for at least 10 years. She said she loved watching me walk around thinking I was some criminal mastermind tricking everyone, and that's why she never said anything. She wanted me to have my win, while she secretly laughed and had her own fun in secret. I don't even know what to say. I'm just processing everything, and I cannot believe she's had this over me for so long, and I literally had no idea. She noticed a decade ago that I had just one green sock since I lost its pair forever ago, and immediately knew something was up with it since I refused to throw it away. I guess that makes sense. I'm an idiot.
I mean, for 15 years you had her fooled, so I would say it's still kind of a win.
I've come to the realization that she's actually the master here. It's her house, and I should be thankful she lets me live in it. At least she promised not to tell the kids.
You know what? You guys are made for each other. I take it all
Wait,
back.
but
You
was she the
complete
one
each
that
other.
bought it? Or she just went in the green sock and did it?
She just
Yeah.
knew what the green sock was about.
Okay. Ugh.
Man, I mean,
The fact that she, for 10 years, did not let any of her kids do it either is... Do y'all like y'all's kids? Or is puzzle night just for y'all? Y'all are like, we do enough for the goddamn kids. This is for me.
They're training them to be masterminds, but they're not doing a very good job.
No.
They're going to be the best puzzle artists ever.
Oh, shit. All right. Next story here. This one is posted by Damn the Hallway. Title of this one's kind of long. I'm so jealous of my sister's marriage that it sickens me. I even snooped on her husband looking for evidence he's actually crap, and I'm ashamed.
Wait, you tried to find out if her husband was a bad guy?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, get therapy.
Yeah.
If you didn't have a reason to look into him, but you did it just to try and make your own sadness your sister's reality, that's crazy.
But what happens? It sounds like she was right in her assumption.
That's not what I got. I got that she got caught or something like that, but maybe I'm wrong.
Okay.
Let's see. All right. Story goes as this. My sister and her husband always seem to have a good marriage, but you never really know, right? And to be honest, I thought they were just pretending since I've never had a relationship that was super good in private.
Jesus Christ.
Projection
Get help.
like crazy.
Get
Yeah.
help.
Well, now I do know. I've been living with them for 3 months. They took me in when my ex cheated on me. They do nice things for each other all the time, and it's like they don't even think about it. It's just natural. They're always bringing each other little presents. My ex called me shallow when I wanted him to give me even a cheap present for my birthday. Their eyes light up when they look at each other. My ex looked at me like I was a potato. They hug each other as though they haven't seen each other in months whenever one of them gets home. My ex ignored me when I got home / wanted me to, quote, leave him the fuck alone to fucking relax whenever he got home. They encourage each other's hobbies and outside friendships. My ex hated my friends and thought my hobbies were stupid.
Your ex does not like you.
Yeah.
No.
I feel bad
Absolutely
for OP, but also like, why do you see this and go, I want to try and find something to ruin
I
this?
feel like
Mhm.
the normal thing would be like, man, that's what I want.
Yeah.
Not like,
That's the healthy
man, let
one.
me find the cracks and flaws in this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially them taking you in for those past 3 months.
Exactly. Showing you love and support.
Yep. Worse yet, I can tell they're holding back when it comes to being affectionate around me. You already know. If you weren't there,
Hell yeah.
I'm just saying. They probably are. I arrived home early. They don't. From an event one day and saw her sitting in his fucking lap while they watched TV and he played with her hair. Boy. The stuff I see is apparently just the tip of the iceberg. When it, I had to say it like that. I couldn't resist. When it comes to how much they like each other. They've even been through some of the tough shit that can tear couples apart, but they made it through just fine, I guess. I honestly didn't think relationships like this were real. I thought it was Hallmark bullshit and that all relationships are miserable. Hard work once you get past the honeymoon stage. I couldn't believe it, so I snooped on her husband. And they put their name was Max. It turns out his private communications are fine. He had conversations with female friends, but they were only platonic. And he even talked about how much he loves my sister. Sandra is the name. Anyway, I felt extremely guilty about snooping that I confessed. They forgave me. My sister took me out for the day without Max and told me she'd been in shitty relationships before Max, which I already knew, and that she thinks they helped her learn how to spot red flags so that she'd be available when the right person for her finally came along. She's also gone to therapy for a long time, and she says it helped her learn how to make healthy relationship choices / be a good partner. Max and Sandra offered to pay for me to get my therapy. My
Jesus
insurance isn't
Christ.
great, so that's nice. And I just wanted to find something like what they have. There's a silver lining though, I guess. Now that I know this kind of relationship isn't a childish fantasy, I don't think I'll ever be able to put up with somebody like my ex again.
Okay. Well, that's a positive note to the end of that. Yeah, like it definitely sounds like OP's been through the ringer and definitely needs to get therapy and, realize what she needs to have a healthy, happy relationship. And it sounds like she's got great role models now to look to be like, that's the bar. You know what I mean? That's what I'm looking for. So I'm glad her sister and Max are supportive and helping her out to try and find that.
They were so nice about it too. Taking someone in, offering to pay. If that was me, that would have been like an invasion of privacy for me. I would have been heated.
Yeah.
I was thinking the same exact shit. They're way better than me.
Yeah. I agree.
Like, you did what?
I agree.
Like, get the
After we
fuck
give
outta
you
here.
free stay, free food.
Yeah, that's an act of betrayal for me. I'm like, that's unforgivable. Yeah, these people are way better people than I will ever be.
Yeah, the empathetic part of me would be like, I understand why she's so distrustful of relationships like this, but yeah, I'm also like, yeah, I would feel a type of way about that for sure.
Yeah, don't project that shit on me, motherfucker. After I just helped you,
Yeah,
We're fucking happy. That's I don't know what to tell you.
we holding back when your ass is home. We could have been doing something else. But your bitch ass is here.
You're lucky all you saw was her sitting in my lap.
There are relevant comments for this story, and then there is an update that they posted 16 months later. So it's actually from best of Redditor updates.
Max was cheating. I was right all along.
Gasp. Maybe they weren't so happy. I fucking knew it. There's no such thing as a Hallmark marriage. RT Elephant 1245 commented, "It sounded like you wanted someone to be as miserable as you were to feel less alone.
Yeah.
And I hope that the therapy truly helps you heal and find value in yourself. Your sister and her partner sounds amazing, and I'm glad they are able to help you." Which OP responded, "You've nailed it. The more I saw my sister and Max being happy, the more I felt worse and worse about myself and my life and all the times I've wasted in bad relationships. I hope the therapy helps me too. Sandra and Max are good people, and I need to be more appreciative. It's hard when I'm so jealous, but it's important, and I'm also glad they're able to help me. I feel pathetic needing to help, but I do need it." I don't like the last part says I feel pathetic because your ex-boyfriend sounded abusive as hell. So
Yeah.
Right. She feels she probably feels
remorseful
pathetic. Yeah,
probably would have been
is
like
probably
the
what
word
she
that I
meant to
used.
say.
Yeah.
For snooping and trying to pull them down to her level.
Yeah. Because anytime I hear someone says I feel pathetic, it's just kind of devaluing like their experiences sometimes. So I'm like, well, that's fucked up. Be a little nicer to yourself.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, always.
And Red Sky at Night 2162 commented, "You're really lucky to have a great sister and brother-in-law. Some folks would not have forgiven the snooping." Like Shonen.
Like all of us.
But they really saw beyond that to how much pain you are in. It's not pathetic to accept help, you know? I think it's brave.
Mhm.
And I also think it was really brave of you to fess up to what you did. And I think with the support and love of these folks, you are going to flourish and find real happiness. And they put, "Fuck your piece of shit ex. He didn't deserve you."
Yeah.
And then which we go to the last relevant comment. "You should take the offer of therapy. Your view of," and this one was by Waking Dreamland, by the way. I want to give them credit. "You should take the offer of therapy. Your view on relationships is incredibly skewed, and some sessions might help untangle some of it so you can view the dating world with a bit of optimism. Once you do that, you're on your way to finding a healthy relationship. Good luck, friend." To which OOP responded, "I am accepting the offer. I even have an appointment set up. Turns out it's easy to get an appointment when you don't have to go through insurance." So shout out to the Max and the sister for that. Because that's clutch for them to be able to help her out.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
And the update 16 months later. They put, "Hi, I'm the psycho who snooped in my brother-in-law's messages because I thought it was impossible for men to be great to their partners." Which there's a lot of bad examples, so I don't blame you.
I
And you were just in
understand.
one. We
Yeah.
get it.
Yeah.
Short summary of original post. My ex was shitty. In contrast, my sister's husband treated her so well that I thought it couldn't be real. I snooped on him to try and find out what he was really up to, but he wasn't up to anything. I fessed up after realizing how horrible I'd been, and my sister and her husband offered to get me therapy. I'm not exactly sure where to start, so I'm going to use a list format and just write stuff in whatever order comes to my mind. I started therapy very soon after my post. My first therapist wasn't great, so my sister Sandra encouraged me to find another. And I gotta say, I do advocate for testing the waters with therapists.
Yep.
Sometimes you get different feel for different types.
Yeah, sometimes you just don't vibe with whoever it is. Yep.
I've done it a bunch of times. I probably switched therapists like 3 or 4 times until I was able to click with one. And there's no shame in doing that at all, people. Actually, it's encouraged. And my second one was awesome. I'm still seeing him once every 2 weeks. He helped me a lot with healing from the trauma of my last relationships and also learning how to relate to others in a more healthy way in every part of my life. He also really helped me learn how to manage bitterness and jealousy, finding the underlying causes and working on those. I moved out of my sister's and brother-in-law's house after a couple months. It turns out that my sister and brother-in-law were secretly livid about the snooping, but they appreciated that I'd confessed on my own and decided to be kind and help me.
Wow.
Such good people.
So they were in the same boats as us. Then.
Yeah.
Well, they're still a step ahead because they did all this off.
You're right.
We would have just been loudly livid.
You on your own here.
Yeah.
They decided that if I took advantage of the help they offered and put effort into being better, they would forgive me. God, what great people.
Yeah, they are.
I didn't realize how close I was to making my sister go low contact with me. Thankfully, I did take their help. I'm not upset seeing how loving my brother-in-law to my sister is to my sister anymore. I'm happy for her. They became foster parents after I moved out and now in the process of adopting the little girl they've been fostering. They're literally
They were like, you were our test trial.
See how we would treat a fucking stubborn ass child. And kudos, they
Pretty
passed.
good. They did pretty good.
Flying colors. They're literally the perfect couple to be nurturing a traumatized child, and they're doing so great. Like what you called it, Josh, already. And the little girl, put Maddie, and Maddie's the name, is doing so much better than when she was first placed with them.
Oh,
She's
yeah.
an amazing girl, and she and my sister, plus brother-in-law, are so lucky they've all found each other. I've been single the whole time, and that was on purpose. A few months ago, though, I determined that I'd be open to dating again. I didn't want to actively do anything, no dating sites, but I decided I wouldn't purposely avoid dating anyone. And a week ago, a guy I became friends with at an animal shelter I started volunteering at about 6 months ago asked me out. I said yes. Our first date was great. He's very kind. He's the guy you go to if you need to calm down a traumatized, terrified animal. He cleans diarrhea-coated animal carriers without any complaint. My sister approves of him. He's very funny too. So that's the update.
Oh yeah.
Well, I'm wishing OP the best, and it sounds like they're making all the right steps to heal and go forward with good coping skills and a better outlook on life. So more power to her, and I wish the best for Max and her sister and their new kid.
Seems like everything is on the up and up. Everyone is benefiting from this. And yeah, like we joked around, a great test for them, really.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know.
Because if it were us,
If it were me,
if it were me,
I know, like, we always advocate for therapy all the time, but this is one of those stories where sometimes we see that side of the coin where it's not an option for a lot of people, you know. But if you can, and there's a possibility, there's so much things that you can uncover about yourself, like in therapy, and if the funds are available, if there are people that are willing to support. My God, I wish there was more like, social programs that are more available for everyone, because people just benefit from being able to find out, like, some of the things that possibly scare them or things that they can use as coping mechanisms to, tackle life. Life is difficult. And I wish we can just get more help to deal with it a little bit better. And it sounds like OP did a phenomenal job of wouldn't say getting over, but like,
Working
receiving the
towards it.
skills
Yeah.
to be able
Yeah.
to work on the things she needs to work on.
yeah,
So, happy.
because like the milkshake guy, it's easier to
That motherfuckers need
to blame everyone else rather than work on yourself.
Yeah.
And she's a great example of working on herself to become better.
Yeah. That fool does not know coping
No,
mechanisms.
That dude just pushes it all down until it explodes in a McDonald's drive-thru.
Although I am surprised that the McDonald's fucking shake machine is working. So I don't know if that story is real or not.
I haven't been to McDonald's in a year.
Yeah,
but
it's been a while.
I remember like I would go, like I'd have late dance practices, like get out of practice at like 11 p.m., 12 a.m. And I'd be like, oh man, a milkshake would go crazy right now. I'm so exhausted. And then not once did I ever get a milkshake. Not ever did I ever once get a milkshake. I stopped trying.
Honestly, the last time I went, it's like, fuck, I had to. They had the Hello Kitty and Yu-Gi-Oh collab. I'm like, I need to get that Dark Magician. I need it in my life. All right. Last story of today.
Yu-Gi-Oh, baby.
Woo! And we're gonna end on a wholesome note. And I had to use this because what we're going through right now. I feel like we need some positivity out there. So this one is this kind of made me cry a little bit when I first read it. So I don't know if it's gonna happen again. This one is posted by one of our goats, Fred_Gomez 37. Shout out, Fred.
Discord
Always
goat for sure.
Discord goat, YouTube goat.
YouTube goat for
Hell,
sure.
They comment on every damn thing. Live goat. Jesus Christ, Fred, you're everywhere. Love
Fred's
it.
made a lot of memes of me, and I appreciate it.
And we all approve of it, Fred. And this one is actually from r/wholesome.
Oh, okay.
And the title of this is A Letter My Dad Wrote to Me Before I Was Born. And he put 1994 as the year.
Oh, they're my age.
Ooh, anyways. I recently found this letter in an old photo album. I cried when I first read it, and I get teary during every reread. Ooh. I'm turning 30 next month and have been feeling very nostalgic. I have amazing parents who I am fortunate enough to call my best friends, and I'm so grateful. So this is how the letter goes. It's actually a legit, straight up letter.
Oh, wow.
And the title of the letter is A Letter to My Unborn Child.
All I'm picturing is the Office episode when Michael records his video for his son.
Scott's daughter. Oh, I thought it was Scott.
His future child, but then the baby comes in already born.
I forget that part.
That was when he was with Jan, but not really. And she went and went to an insemination
Yeah.
place and then just came back with a baby.
What's her name? Kid's name again? Astrid or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Astrid.
Astrid.
I saw a lot of people doing Jan Levinson costumes for Halloween.
Really?
That's
like
crazy.
The with the CD in the wine glass.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Took me by the hand. Made me a man. That one night.
All right. The letter goes as this. You have come to us through an amazing miracle from a place that is mysteriously and beautifully unknown. That's a nice way to describe it.
Holy shit.
I love
Me
it.
and your mom know where it was from. I'll tell you what.
You're 30, but I'm still not going to explain it to you.
Yeah, it's beautifully unknown, but I know. I've been there.
Oh, we both know. And I think if you think real hard, you also know.
He's
That was
writing.
also hard.
He's writing all of this out.
Yeah, I'm bricked up writing this shit up. Oh, this is supposed to be wholesome, guys. We're fucking messing it up.
The candles were lit, raining outside.
Seabad was playing.
I'm still picturing him writing all that.
No, yes, verbatim. This is what the note says. Yeah.
Inside your mother, Jesus.
Oh, God.
Damn. Fuck me. Hold on.
Hey, yo.
This is supposed to be wholesome, guys. Fuck.
My dog.
Feeling oozy.
Holy fuck.
Inside your mother, you have carefully assembled into one creation, the greatest wonder known to humankind. We have watched this process. Did you record it?
I watch it every night, in fact.
The VHS tape. We have watched this process and participated in it as much as we can. Boy. Oh, this was an easier fucking read from the first time reading.
Is this why you were
shit.
crying?
I was. Maybe from laughter. I didn't know. Yet you have orchestrated the entire show, carefully positioning each cell and fiber into place. You know what positions y'all were doing. We have waited patiently for you, interpreting and admiring the sensation that you are. The dirty part, I think it's over. All right.
Are you sure?
I think so,
Sensational.
hopefully. Let me tell you about yourself. In 9 months, you have brought together all the vital elements of your body, spirit, personality, mind, and being. This is very impressive because you started only with one cell. Furthermore,
You know where that cell was?
My nut.
my Michael Phelps won the race.
Jeez.
Oh my God. Holy shit. I was not expecting it.
Two different experiences reading this, John.
The duality of man.
Fred's like, this is not what I expected at all.
Oh, fuck, where was I? I hella lost it. Okay, furthermore, all of these elements will last your entire lifetime. This work qualifies you above all of the engineers in the world combined. You have carefully conducted a profound masterpiece that is eagerly awaited by so many people. Your being is more important than every work of art ever forged in the hands of masters. And you have done all this by yourself. I gotta say, y'all did the work too.
I was gonna say,
You know
it
what
takes
I'm
two to
talking
tango.
3 if you're feeling fun. Anyways, you will come into a world. Fuck. We are not.
You
mature
cannot
for this
pause
shit.
there.
Ain't no way.
I fucked up. All right, golly. You will come into a
Oh my
world
God.
of abundant confusion, and to it you will add hope, beauty, grace, and delicacy. These offerings are so highly prized that they are worth more than all the wealth ever acquired in our history. You represent every marvel and curiosity present in the human experience. You are the purity of heart and belief of tomorrow. You symbolize our faith in ourselves. At times, this world will seem to have forgotten who and what you are. That is okay too, as long as you remember how very important you are. Soon, you will meet us, the people, the other human beings who have come before you. So that I didn't fucking pause it. We are very different from one another, and yet we are all of the same family. You will find that we appeal to every emotion you have at distinct times. Sometimes you will be very happy at some of us, sometimes angry with us. This too is positively all right. Most importantly, at Rightly First, you will know what love is. This is really what you came for. Believe me. Love is the best thing in the world, and it is the thing that brought you to us. Love is rather difficult to explain with words because it is rather slippery. My God.
You can.
Ooh. Still, you will know it when you feel it from others and when you feel it in yourself. It is completely the purest radiance of life, and best of all, it's free. We will give you a bunch throughout your life right from the start so that you can become used to it. Additionally, there are a group of other people called your family, made up of your grandparents, aunts, uncles, and many other people. These folks will also hand out free love to you in abundance. It is a decent deal, and I think you will like it a lot. You will want to know what we make all sorts of tribute to love, like art and poetry. These acclaims are very cool, and they are types of things that your mom and dad especially treasure. I do not want to lay the cradle of humanity on you immediately here. I simply wanted to point out some excellent qualities about yourself and the world to which you are coming. I will warn you, it seems crazy out there, even to those who are experienced at being here. If you get a little overwhelmed, it's perfectly natural. Just relax, take it easy, and remember that you are very, really special kind of miracle. We are so glad you decided to come and join us, motherfuckers.
Yeah, there it is.
It will be so nice to chat with you face to face. We are excited to meet you. Until your birthday, adios. Yours truly, the dad guy. Motherfuckers. This was supposed to be wholesome, and we fucked it up royally.
You know what? I liked our version better.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Pretty good.
I'm not disappointed. It's on brand with
I mean,
You know who wasn't disappointed?
your mom, dude.
Heard it was slippery. Slippery when wet is what they say, right?
I think what he was going for was wholesome.
Ugh.
I think what we turned it into was a
I'm
bastardization.
so sorry, OP. We fucking ruined a love letter.
If quite literally anybody else read that, I think it would have gone well.
Oh.
Did anyone else in the subreddit pick up on that, or was it just us?
Nah, I can't believe I like teared up in the beginning, and now I'm tearing up from fucking laughing with your dumb.
All the comments better be horny as fuck or be disappointed.
It better all be fist bumps.
Yeah, 69 every fucking comment. Different sex position.
Yeah.
Oh
fuck.
shit. Oh my God. Well, I wasn't expecting that.
Inside your mother. Whoa, brother.
I don't know how many times he mentioned coming in this fucking thing.
He said coming a lot.
Relax. Take a deep breath.
And come.
Hey, yo.
Yo.
Describe the coochie as a mysteriously and beautifully unknown place. But he knows.
Shit.
Fuck.
Oh my God.
That
All right.
hurt.
We're jumping into the amazing Underbaki section. And this one's going to be a short one. Does this guy fuck?
Damn. If it's OP's dad in the last one.
Then definitely. Hell
yeah.
yeah. Slippery when wet. OP, what's up? All right. 2 posts and 1 very valid question. Does this guy fuck? All right. Post number 1. This one is from r/nothowgirlswork. OP was impossible. Lower score way. Lower score 3550. And it is just a caption. And they put, found this lovely gem on a lesbian dating app.
Okay.
It's a screenshot of a dating profile. This
Is it a
guy's name
dude?
is, yes,
On a lesbian dating app.
it looks like it.
What does he think he's searching for?
Don't know.
Okay.
And it's a dude, looks like a neck beard with a cat like booping in his face like that.
Okay.
Anyways, name, Brandon. He's 44. Red flag name already. And they put, about me. Any of you ladies ever want the real thing on a man? Sometimes you get tired of using the toys. Well, I'm here for you. And you and your girlfriend, and this is all one sentence, by the way. You and your wife want a baby. You can't have one together. Hit me up on here. I'll come take care of the one that wants to get pregnant. I'll take care of you even if you don't want to get pregnant. You just don't want that little bit on the side.
Brandon.
Jail.
Why do you put yourself in positions where you will definitely get rejected? Oh, man.
Wrong demographic too, Brandon.
Yeah.
They don't already fuck with
No
you.
one's looking for you, dude.
They made an app specifically not to deal with you.
Yeah. Yeah. It's crazy that you got on here, actually. That should probably be, like, they should probably just not allow that, right?
We got to answer the question, guys. Does this guy fuck?
Oh,
No.
definitely not.
He's on
No
a
one is hitting
lesbian-
up this profile.
He's on a lesbian dating app to try and find someone. He's not.
What are you doing, Brandon?
He's gone through all of the other resources and now he's at his last app.
Fucking A. All right, last one. This one is posted again from r/nothowgirlswork by bottlecap lower score 5775. It's like a Reddit post screenshot. Real SRVBHTNGR put, keep your gal happy in such a way that she keeps you happy involuntarily in return. Relationship is an association, requires sacrifices and adjustments from both the sides. And likely midscore dog 6863 commented, relationship is a hoax designed to make babies and to provide for them. Whole purpose of relationship is to make babies. And they put in bracket form, bullet points. 1, relationship with a woman without babies is not possible. Her entire mind is programmed to find the fittest male, mate with him, and keep him loyal so that he provides the necessary money and protection. 2, relationship with a woman is as beautiful as a headache, and every relationship with women it's complicated. 3, kids can be really disturbing and annoying. And last, making babies is what has been done for thousands of years. It is nothing extraordinary. So does this guy fuck?
No. My follow-up question to him would be, do you have a baby? Because it doesn't sound like it. Yeah.
Probably never felt a touch of a loving person in their life.
Yeah, I'm okay
No.
with just castrating him.
Send him to an island where he gets eaten or something.
Yeah.
Sean is not reacting because he.
No,
we know the
I
answer.
mean,
We
Jesus
know the
Christ.
answer.
How sad is this person?
Very.
Very, very sad. All right, that is it for this episode today. A little lighthearted Wikimaniacs, so hopefully you guys enjoyed like some positive updates. You know, we all need something positive in our lives. This is not going to do well on YouTube, unfortunately. But boys, before we end the episode today, anything you'd like to shout out or anything you'd like to address?
Let's just put this on YouTube.
Yeah, for free. That tail.
Reddit on wikishop.com. Reddit on wikishop.com.
Speaking of, I'm going to read, I'll just start with 5 merch messages and then I will get into the one PayPal I've got this week.
Let's do it.
So Christy says, dealing with an ass load of anxiety lately and a new diagnosis for ADHD at 41 years old. You guys give me a reason to laugh every day despite it all.
My people.
Shout out to Christy.
My neurospicy people. Hi, Chrissy. Thank you for your support.
Zoe says, love the podcast. You guys always brighten my day. Keep up the good work. And then a bunch of numbers, letters, and I don't know if that's supposed to be emojis, but did not come across.
Probably emojis.
It does look like a code of some sort.
Crack it.
Jacqueline says, longtime listener, first time merch buyer. Love the design, love the show. And they bought the Emo-ween merch.
Good shit, John. Good shit.
I got your picture.
I'm going with you. Alyssa says, I love listening to you guys so much. We listen to you all the time for a couple months now, and I love your dynamic. You're all so funny and silly.
Thank you.
Thank you, Alyssa. Stevie says, thank you all for the joy you brought me and so many others. I look forward to every episode. Smiley. And we'll leave it at that. There are a lot more. I will do more next week. But Sealy, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, sends $10.61 for our PayPal donation. And they say, I discovered y'all after I crashed my car in February, falling asleep at the wheel after a 12-hour night shift.
Damn.
Oh, I hate the thought of you waking up and listening to us, but
That would be really terrible.
Jesus. They say, I'm okay and have been ever since.
God.
You guys,
Sean is tired of my shit.
I'm okay and have been ever since. You guys have been keeping me awake on my 1-hour commute. Thank you so much, and don't ever change. So thank
We
you
won't.
for that.
Have a great
Sealy.
summer.
As you can see.
Yeah. So
We
that's
could change a little bit.
No.
I don't know. Did you hear the last story we talked about on the main?
That was supposed to be fucking wholesome, people. It was literally from r/wholesome.
And we ruined that shit.
And we ruined it.
There
We
were
ruined the fuck out
there
of
were
it.
some holes.
There were holes.
There were some holes in
That's
there.
what I'm talking about. Slippery ones at that.
Hell yeah. And that's what I got today.
Sean, anything?
Reddit on wikishop.com.
You're damn right.
Reddit
Hell
on
yeah.
wikishop.com.
A couple more weeks.
Hell yeah. Well, that is it, Wikimaniacs. Thank you for another Monday episode. Don't forget, like and subscribe. We need 1,500,000 subscribers by yesterday.
Hell yeah.
So please
Also,
subscribe.
PWHL starts up this week.
Yeah, I've been meaning to ask you what that is.
No idea what that is. What is that?
Toronto Scepters. That's the Toronto PWHL team. It's the Women's Hockey League.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go.
They start
What's
up
the P for?
Professional.
professional.
Right.
John got that right away.
I feel like most things starts with P in sports is professional.
I know. What other things have a P in it?
PGA,
Yeah.
Professional Golfing
Oh, I don't
Association.
fucking. That's not a sport.
I mean, all right.
Okay.
All right.
Name one golfer that has sweat. You hit one ball, you walk.
Sean
Yeah,
always be
I
attacking
mean-
demographics, bro.
I'm not going to argue with you, but
And golf is hard. Fucking Top
I
Golf
can't
got
do
me
it.
sweating.
yeah.
I can hit a hole in one easy. Give me a year.
Shit. All right. Well, that is it. Wikimaniacs. Again, like, subscribe, follow us everywhere. And otherwise, we'll see you next Friday. Or if we have a live stream, we don't know.
Who
Bye.
knows? Bye.
Get therapy.